The only way out is through. Robert Frost. We stand at the threshold of our own liberation, often paralyzed not by the absence of answers, but by the relentless, often desperate, search for them outside ourselves. We consume endless information, seeking the perfect strategy, the definitive roadmap, the secret unlock to a life free from pain, struggle, or uncertainty. We scroll through curated lives, read countless self-help books, and listen to an endless stream of advice, hoping that somewhere out there lies the single truth that will finally make everything fall into place. But what if the profound, liberating truth is that the answers we seek are not found in the acquisition of more external knowledge, but in the courageous act of engaging with our own internal landscape, by stepping through our challenges rather than trying to bypass them. Frost's timeless declaration is not a pessimistic surrender. It is a powerful call to action, an affirmation that genuine growth, profound healing, and true transformation are forged in the crucible of direct experience, not in endless theoretical navigation. It tells us that the way forward isn't around the obstacle, but directly through it, with all the discomfort and uncertainty that entails. This idea cuts against the very grain of our modern conditioning, which often encourages shortcuts, quick fixes, and the externalization of responsibility. We are conditioned to outsource our peace, to seek external validation, and to believe that the key to our well-being lies in acquiring more, knowing more, or being perceived as more by others. But this pursuit is a mirage, an endless chase that leaves us perpetually hungry, perpetually searching, and perpetually disconnected from the wellspring of wisdom that resides within. For too long, many of us have been taught to believe that solutions lie outside, that the right formula or the perfect guru will bestow upon us the clarity we crave. We externalize our power, placing our hope in external circumstances, in other people, in future events. This outward search, however well-intentioned, becomes a perpetual distraction, preventing us from recognizing the immense wisdom, resilience, and problem-solving capacity that already resides within us. It's like standing in front of a locked door, desperately searching for a master key, when the key to that very door is already clutched in our own hand. This isn't about blaming ourselves for seeking knowledge. It's about shifting our mindset from passive consumption to active internal engagement. It's about understanding that the deepest insights, the most profound revelations, rarely come from accumulating more external data, but from a willingness to sit with our discomfort, to confront our own shadows, and to trust the innate wisdom of our own experience. We convince ourselves that if we just had more information, more certainty, then we could finally act. But true belief in ourselves, in our capacity to navigate the unknown, is forged in the act of stepping forward precisely because we don't have all the answers. Think of the pioneers who charted unknown territories. They didn't wait for detailed maps. They set forth with a compass and an unwavering belief in their destination, adapting and learning with every step through the wilderness. Their journey was defined by their willingness to move forward, even when the path was unclear. Their answers emerged from their relentless traverse, not from passive study. They understood that the land itself would reveal its secrets only to those brave enough to walk upon it. Their courage wasn't born of perfect knowledge, but of an inherent conviction that their desired future was worth the uncertainty. This foundational belief in one's own capacity to learn and adapt, forged in the crucible of direct experience, is the ultimate answer to the paralyzing question of how. The relentless pursuit of external answers often creates a subtle form of paralysis, a chronic state of getting ready to get ready that prevents us from ever truly beginning. We fall into the trap of analysis paralysis, endlessly weighing options, dissecting every potential outcome, and ultimately doing nothing because no external solution feels perfectly foolproof. This stagnation, this fear of making the wrong move, is a far greater threat to our potential than any perceived misstep. The truth is, clarity doesn't precede action, it emerges from it. You don't gain clarity by sitting still and hoping the fog will lift. You gain clarity by stepping into the fog, by taking the next logical step, by observing the results, and by adjusting your course. The answers reveal themselves as you move, not before. This is a fundamental principle of creation, of innovation, of a life truly lived. Your vision isn't a static blueprint, it's a dynamic, evolving understanding that sharpens with every decision. It's every effort, every small victory earned in the face of uncertainty. And your deepest purpose isn't something you find fully formed on a distant horizon. It's something you uncover, layer by layer, through the courageous act of engaging with the present moment and responding to its demands. This concept challenges the very notion of perfectionism, the insidious belief that we must be flawless, fully equipped, and completely certain before we can embark on a significant endeavor. It tells us that the messy, imperfect act of beginning is itself the most potent catalyst for the very answers we seek. Consider Thomas Edison, a man synonymous with innovation. Do you imagine he waited for a definitive textbook on how to invent the light bulb, or for someone else to provide him with all the answers? No. He famously said, "I have not failed 10. 0 times I've successfully found 10. There are ways that will not work." His clarity, his purpose, his genius were forged in the relentless pursuit of solutions, in the iterative process of trial and error, in the willingness to keep going even when every external indication pointed to failure. He stopped looking for the right answer and instead focused on the active process of discovery. This is the essence of true discipline, the unwavering commitment to your chosen path. Even when the external answers are elusive, even when the discomfort of uncertainty is profundous, even when the immediate gratification of giving up beckons, it is the conscious choice to show up, day after day, for your dreams, for your healing, for your growth. Not because you have all the answers, but because you trust your innate capacity to find them along the way. This kind of discipline is not about rigid adherence, it's about flexible persistence, about adjusting your sails while staying true to your internal compass. When you stop looking for external solutions to internal problems, when you shift your focus from passive consumption to active creation, you unlock a powerful, self-sustaining energy that propels you forward. This self-generated momentum is far more reliable than any external source of motivation, for it draws from the deepest well of your own conviction. It means you are no longer at the mercy of external conditions, but rather, you become the architect of your own unfolding reality. Every intentional step taken, however small, is a direct investment in your evolving understanding and a profound affirmation of your capacity to navigate life's complexities from within. The subtle burden of constantly seeking external answers is that it subtly shifts our focus from being to having. We believe that if we just acquire the right knowledge, the right tool, the right mentor, then we will be able to embody the qualities we desire. But the most profound transformations occur when we recognize that the qualities we seek, courage, wisdom, resilience, are not external possessions to be acquired, but internal states to be cultivated. They are already within us, waiting to be unearthed through conscious effort and intentional engagement with life. When you stop looking for answers out there, you are forced to look in here. And in that introspective journey, you discover an entire universe of untapped potential. You realize that your past experiences, particularly those involving trauma or loss, are not simply burdens, but profound teachers. They are the crucibles in which your deepest strength, your most compassionate understanding, and your most unshakable resilience have been forged. This pervasive comparison, fueled by curated highlight reels, becomes a subtle form of self-sabotage, convincing us that we are perpetually behind, perpetually not enough. But the truth is, your journey is uniquely yours, and the answers relevant to your path will rarely be found by observing someone else's. True action arises not from a perfect understanding of the future, but from an unwavering commitment to the present moment, to taking the next logical step with the resources you currently possess. When you stop looking for external answers, you are freed from the trap of comparison. You become fiercely independent in your pursuit of your own truth, your own vision, your own unique contribution. This autonomy is profoundly liberating. Think of Abraham Lincoln, grappling with the immense challenges of a divided nation and a brutal civil war. He didn't have a comprehensive blueprint for victory or a guarantee of success. He wasn't looking for external solutions to every complex moral and strategic dilemma. Instead, he drew upon his profound internal wisdom, his unwavering belief in the Union, and his deep sense of purpose. He made courageous decisions, often without the luxury of full information, and adapted his approach with remarkable resilience as events unfolded. His answers emerged not from a pre-written script, but from the crucible of leadership, from his willingness to make difficult choices and bear the immense weight of their consequences. He kept moving forward, one difficult decision at a time, and the path revealed itself through his unwavering commitment. This is the essence of true adaptability, the capacity to respond effectively to unforeseen circumstances, not by clinging to rigid plans, but by trusting your innate ability to improvise, to learn, and to find new ways forward. When you stop looking for external answers, you are forced to tap into this innate wellspring of adaptability, discovering strengths and creative solutions you never knew you possessed. This process of deep internal engagement also cultivates a profound sense of gratitude. You begin to appreciate not just the moments of triumph, but the challenges themselves, recognizing them as essential catalysts for growth. In them, as the very experiences that forged your resilience and deepened your understanding of yourself and the world. This gratitude, born of personal struggle and inner discovery, is a far more stable and sustaining force than any fleeting external validation. This process of turning inward is not a passive surrender. It's an active commitment to learning from your own life, from your own mistakes, from your own triumphs. It's about becoming your own wise counsel, your own most trusted guide. This doesn't mean ignoring valuable external wisdom, but rather integrating it through the filter of your own unique experience, allowing it to inform rather than dictate your path. Think of a true master craftsman. They don't just follow instructions, they immerse themselves in their material. They learn through countless hours of direct engagement, through the subtle feedback of the wood or the metal beneath their hands. Their answers emerge from the process of creation itself. Similarly, your life is your masterpiece, and your deepest answers will emerge from the act of living it, fully and intentionally. When you stop looking for external answers, you also free yourself from the burden of comparison and the fear of judgment. your path becomes your own, defined by your unique insights and your authentic evolution. This liberation cultivates a profound inner peace, a calm center that remains steady amidst the storms of external chaos. You become less reactive to external pressures and more responsive to your own internal guidance. This is the essence of true self-mastery, not controlling external events, but mastering your internal response to them, drawing upon your innate wisdom to navigate whatever arises. It is a continuous journey of shedding what is not authentically yours and embracing the profound truth of who you were always meant to be. This ongoing commitment to your internal world is your most powerful safeguard against the unpredictable nature of external life. The world often offers us distractions, shiny objects, and convenient narratives that promise to deliver us from our pain or our challenges without requiring us to do the deep, internal work. But these are fleeting illusions. True healing from trauma, genuine recovery from loss, and the building of a resilient, purpose-driven life demand an internal gaze. It demands that we stop asking what we need to get from the outside and start asking who we need to become on the inside. This shift is radical. It's transformative. It places the locus of control firmly back within your own hands. You become the alchemist of your own experience, transforming struggle into wisdom, pain into purpose, and uncertainty into powerful clarity. The path won't always be easy, and there will be moments when the temptation to revert to old patterns of external searching will be strong. But with each conscious choice to turn inward, to trust your own process, to lean into the discomfort of the through, you strengthen your internal compass, making it easier and more natural to find your own way. The cumulative effect of these daily internal choices is a profound sense of peace and alignment, where your outer life begins to effortlessly reflect the order and purpose you've cultivated within. This synchronicity is not a coincidence. It is the natural byproduct of an internal world in harmony. So, if you've been caught in the endless loop of seeking external answers, if you've felt the weight of confusion and the paralysis of uncertainty, let this be your moment of liberation. The answers you seek are not found in the next article, the next seminar, or the next guru. They are found within you, waiting to be revealed through courageous action, through intentional self-reflection, and through an unwavering commitment to your own unique journey. The only way out is through your fears, through your doubts, through your past pains, and into the vast, uncharted territory of your own boundless potential. Embrace the beautiful discomfort of not having all the answers, and trust that the path will reveal itself with each step you courageously take. Cultivate a mindset of self-trust, recognizing that your inherent wisdom is your most powerful guide. Foster an unshakable belief in your capacity to learn and adapt, no matter the circumstances. Pursue clarity not through passive waiting, but through active engagement with life. Let your authentic vision and deepest purpose be the guiding stars that lead you forward. Practice the discipline of consistent, intentional action, knowing that every step builds momentum and reveals new insights. Embrace gratitude for the journey, for the lessons learned, and for the strength you discover within yourself. Cultivate adaptability as your superpower, allowing you to pivot and thrive amidst change, and commit to lifelong learning, recognizing that every experience, every challenge is an opportunity for deeper self-discovery. When you stop looking for answers outside yourself, when you bravely step into the unfolding mystery of your own life, you will discover that everything you need to navigate your path, to heal from your past, and to create the future you desire has always resided within you. Your power is not in finding the answer. It is in becoming the answer. Step into that power now. The journey, with all its beautiful uncertainties, awaits your courageous presence. It is a journey of reclaiming your authority, of remembering your inherent worth, and of stepping fully into the magnificent, unique being you were always destined to be. The time for endless searching is over. The time for living, truly living from within, is now.